I'll whistle a little bit. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Deep South Lunch Break on DeepSouthEdc. All right, we got a follow-up to our Mardi Gras story from yesterday. So we'll just get to it. So this one again is from Fox 8 Live. All Mardi Gras crews may be able to return to traditional routes thanks to influx of deputies from across Louisiana. We'll see. All right. After weeks of confusion, all Mardi Gras crews in New Orleans may be able to return to their traditional routes this year, according to information from the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office, indicating that deputies from around the state will be able to provide sufficient security. Crews have been scrambling for weeks since Mayor LaToya Cantrell announced that traditional routes will be honored as long as organizations could find enough law enforcement officers on their own to secure these routes. So far, only the supersized crew of Endymion has succeeded in that task. Since then, a spokesperson for the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office says Sheriff Susan Hudson has been manning the phones, tracking down deputies from across the state to adequately protect partygoers. OPSO says it is providing a sufficient amount of support to the NOPD, including some of its own deputies. On Wednesday, January 18th, which was yesterday, Hudson's office said they were ironing out the final details, but crews should be able to return to their traditional routes. More details are expected to be released this week. The Mardi Gras Guide publisher Arthur Hardy says he's cautiously excited about the news, which has been in the works, and that he'll feel better when the official announcement is made. So will I. So far, this is all a lot of speculation. It's the best possible Mardi Gras news, Hardy told Fox 8. I've learned about this meeting late last night, that things were in the works, but the details were always where things can fall apart. So I'm ecstatic with the news, but I'll feel much better when it's absolutely formalized and all the crews can begin getting back to normal. The officers who volunteer will receive $50 an hour on all days except Fat Tuesday, when they will be paid $75 an hour. Fat Tuesday is the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. After Mardi Gras was stuttered due to the coronavirus pandemic in 2021, crews were forced to roll down abbreviated routes in 2022 due to police manpower shortages, cutting out dozens of city blocks in some cases. It just means a lot to everybody. It also signals a return to pre-pandemic life in New Orleans, Hardy says. Both the city and NOPD have refused to answer questions whether NOPD officers will be paid equivalent or more than deputies and officers from other jurisdictions for working parades. So far, it can only be assumed that New Orleans Police Department should expect to be paid regular pay for regular duty shifts or regular detail pay. Mardi Gras will be celebrated on Tuesday, February 21st. Some NOPD officers expressed frustrations over their pay rates for outside help, which are higher than what some officers will be making doing the same work. So there it is. According to the sheriff of Orleans Parish, she has been manning the phones. And let's see here. She said that she was tracking down deputies from across the state to adequately protect partygoers. Okay, so far they haven't. I mean, that's all fine and dandy. You can call everybody you want, but unless we have, numbers from which offices are we getting these officers? How many officers are we getting? How many officers do we need to be added to what the NOPD is currently giving to ensure that every parade gets its traditional route? So there's a lot more questions that still need to be answered than what were answered in this particular story. It sounds like to me that the city, we're getting a lot of pressure for comments. So I guess the comment that we got was from the sheriff's office saying that they've been calling places. So far, this news is no news until we get something official. I think they're just trying to keep people quiet, keep people happy, say, the sheriff has been on the phone with everybody. We're going to get the officers we need. Everybody just chill. It'll be all right. And everybody's like, well, the sheriff is on the phone, so I guess, Mardi Gras is back to normal. It's not. You saw, you heard me read from that story that NOPD officers are not going to get paid any bonus like these outside people are. So, I don't know. I think a lot of the NOPD officers might be calling in sick those days if, these other people are going to be getting paid that much more. I don't know. That's just a speculation. I don't know what'll happen. I think in these parades, I think people are going to have to be their own security. I don't know if y'all have ever been to a Mardi Gras in New Orleans, but it's just a big party in the street. So everybody's drinking. You got that weed smell in the air. People are fucked up on whatever. So you got to be your own security. It's a prime time for people to be taken advantage of. So do what you got to do to stay safe during the Mardi Gras season. Especially, it sounds like the city's not going to be doing a good job of keeping people safe. I mean, you saw we don't have enough cops to begin with for regular safety in the city. They're trying to hire temporary outside help while at the same time they're going to be disenfranchising and upsetting their own police force by paying these outside deputies a ridiculous amount of money for 2 weeks. I mean, come on. Would I want to be a cop in New Orleans if they were doing that? I don't think so. So anyway, I'll leave that story right there. So that's a lesson in staying strapped right there. You're your own first responder, and that's a lesson that's kind of learned the hard way. I remember a couple of times, even recently, I had to call 911 because I won't get into the situation, but they told me it's going to be about an hour, so deal. It was for an ambulance. The neighbor we had a hurricane during the pandemic, Hurricane Ida, and when they had turned the power back on, the power line set the tree on fire in front of our houses, and the neighbor called the fire department, and they were like, well, let us know if the fire gets out of hand because we can't really get down there to take care of it. So luckily, the fire got put out. But, in these days, you are your own first responder. You can't rely on the government to help you because, I think hard lessons were learned these last 3 years. And, yeah, everybody just needs to just gain a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of skill on first aid and things like that. Just, learn how to take care of yourself. Anyway, guys, I'm still recovering from COVID-19 infection, so I still feel a little sick. Feel it in my head. I got can't focus really. You know what I mean? So I'll leave that right there. So guys, remember that 100% of home invasions happen inside the home. So remember to stay well regulated and carry your everyday carry on you, your EDC, whatever that may be. And make sure you practice with what you carry. Definitely practice. Remember, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And remember to hit that thumbs up button. Smash that Rumble button if you watch us on Rumble. Find me on Minds. Find me on Twitter. Find me on Rumble. Find me on, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. All that at DeepSouthEdc. And yeah, thanks for everything, guys. We're almost at 400 subs, so help me out there. Share this video and hit that thumbs up. We'll catch you on the next one. Stay well regulated. Peace.